Namaskar everyone, I am Dr. Ankita Kumar. Today we are going to talk about Veer Haqiqat Rai, one of the first victims of blasphemy. The recent controversy surrounding Nupur Sharma's utterances has stirred the communal atmosphere. After a series of death threats to her, two brutal killings took place in Udaipur and Amaravati, rocking the common man's psyche. If we go by history, there was exactly the same case as Nupur Sharma's, where a 12-year boy called Haqiqat Rai reacted to the provocation by the fellow Muslim students and was stoned to death way back in 1734. The present case of Nupur Sharma is similar to the incident of Haqiqat Rai, which dates back to 17th century Sialkot. His story becomes important today as it was one of the first cases of blasphemy. Haqiqat Rai's story elucidates how Islam has been operating in an organized structure and has been continuously targeting Hindus and their deities for centuries. Through his story, we will be able to comprehend that when Hindus stood to protect their gods and goddesses from Islam's mockery, they had to pay a heavy price for it. Haqiqat Rai was born in 1719 in a Hindu Khatri family in Sialkot, now in Pakistan. The Hindu Khatris had helped Guru Nanak Sahib during the formation of Sikhism. Also, they followed the tradition of giving away their first child to the Panth because it was a need of the hour, as they had to protect the religion from Islamic attacks and forceful conversions. From the very beginning, Haqiqat Rai showed signs of devotion and dedication to the upkeep of Sanatan Dharma. He understood his religion well and was proud of his culture. He was seeking knowledge from his guru, Har Rai Acharya Ji. For any administrative work or for communication, the knowledge of Persian was made mandatory under the Mughal rule. At the age of 12, Haqiqat Rai was sent to Maulana to learn Persian. Haqiqat Rai was made a laughing stock by the other Muslim kids reading there. He was called a kafir and his religion was ridiculed. Several times they would fight and would injure Haqiqat Rai. Haqiqat Rai had complained to the Maulana about the behavior of the kids towards him, but the Maulana never took this matter seriously. Haqiqat Rai continued to keep his patience. One day, after the completion of Friday prayers, the Muslim kids started to mock Hindu gods and goddesses. They taunted Goddess Durga and Sri Ram. This enraged Haqiqat Rai because he was continuously provoked by the Muslim classmates. Degenerating Hindu gods and goddesses was the limit of Haqiqat Rai's tolerance level. He retaliated back by quoting facts about Bibi Fatima. Haqiqat Rai was deep observant and had always questioned the Muslim clerics about their religion in past. The Muslim classmates thrashed him for speaking about Fatima. Haqiqat Rai returned home with a sullen and a bleeding face. On the other hand, the Muslim boys went and complained about Haqiqat Rai to the Maulana. The Muslim boys also exaggerated the matter in front of the Maulana. Muslim clerks were furious and they sent the boys to call Haqiqat Rai. As he reached, Haqiqat Rai was held by the Maulana and he was beaten. Haqiqat Rai's plea was ignored. The Muslim clerics decided that he would be produced in front of Amir Beg, the administrator of Sialkot, so that Haqiqat Rai can be tried under Sharia law. Qazi Abdul Haq blamed Haqiqat Rai because he was hurting the feelings of Muslim believers by insulting Fatima. And this reason was enough for him to face punishment. The Qazi said the only punishment which suited in this case was pouring hot oil on Haqiqat Rai, who was merely 13 years of age. Haqiqat Rai was his parents' only child. His parents wanted to save their child from the punishment which was being meted out to him. Haqiqat Rai's father, Lala Bagmal Rai, offered to pay a compensation to save Haqiqat Rai. Muslim clerics advised the administrator to accept Lala Bagmal's offer, which he was donating through his lands. But the butchers had some other plans in their mind. As Haqiqat Rai's parents waited for some leniency for their son, it was an auspicious day of Basant Panchami. Qazi Abdul Haq went on to say that Haqiqat Rai could save himself from this punishment by embracing Islam. The brave Haqiqat Rai, who was a kid himself, stood true to his religion and faith. He outrightly refused to get converted to Islam. Amir Beg, the administrator, ordered him to be hanged on a tree by his feet and beat him till the time he accepted Islam. But Haqiqat Rai refused with even more courage and determination. Haqiqat Rai said that he was very fortunate to be born in Sanatan Dharma, and only fortunate beings get a golden chance to stay alive and die for the Dharma. Amir Beg decided to send Haqiqat Rai to the governor of Lahore, named Zakaria Khan. Haqiqat Rai's mother, Goran, was deeply upset by this move. But she told her brave son that she will lose her son after Haqiqat Rai's death. But even more upsetting will be that she would be called a mother of a deserter who left his faith to save his life. She said to her son that she prefers that her son should sacrifice his life to upkeep the faith of his Sanatan Dharma. Even after continuously torturing Haqiqat Rai to forcefully convert him into Islam, they were not successful in their heinous task. The governor of Lahore gave him the ultimate punishment which comes under the Sharia law. That was to stone Haqiqat Rai unto death. Veer Haqiqat Rai not even once showed any signs of fear. He stood firm and embraced death with open arms to protect the integrity and identity of his Sanatan Dharma. Soon after the founding of Islam, Arab Muslims first spread Islam through military conquest, which took place over a brief period of time. Only a small portion of the population who were placed under Arab Muslim rule had embraced Islam right away. Muslims did not constitute the majority of the population of the Islamic empires until many decades later, at the end of the 11th century. The idea behind this military campaign was to convert Darul Harb into Darul Islam. The intolerance was quite visible in three options that were given to the population upon which they invaded, that is, convert to Islam, face death, or pay jizya. To humiliate the non-believers, their temples or places of worship were attacked and demolished. And if we look at the current population of the countries where the Muslims are a majority, most of them are not democratic and are governed in accordance to the Islamic rules. And on the other hand, whenever they are in minority, they are constantly challenging the laws of the land, for example, France, India, and certain other countries. The very core of Islam is that it is not open to ideas, syncretic or tolerant to the views which are just opposite to them. A recent case can be cited when Nupur Sharma, spokesman of National Party, appeared in a debate where she was provoked by a fellow delegate who said something derogatory about Hindu gods. In retaliation, she quoted from Hadith about the Muhammad, who was the founder of Islam, and this incident was termed as blasphemy. But even after issuing public apology, she continues to receive threats from different quarters. These threats emerging from different quarters clearly indicates the medieval Talibani mindset of certain sections within Islam. These are nothing less than civilizational war imposed on India, and the main aim is Ghazwa-e-Hind. For centuries, the sole purpose of invasions on Bharat by Islamic State was to create Ghazwa-e-Hind and destroy Bharat's culture, Vedic structure and the residents whom they refer to as Kafirs. Stay tuned for more such interesting videos. Stay healthy, stay safe, and please like our videos, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Namaskar.